I don't know if you've heard, but there's a young lady. She is, her name is Jasmine Dean. She's visually impaired, and towards the end of February, she was, I guess, taken away from the UE campus. So she was last seen entering a vehicle, and apparently she was speaking to her father while she was entering the vehicle. And at some point in time, the phone call between her and her father abruptly ended. And when her father tried to reach her back, it's just pure voicemail. And since then, Jasmine has just been missing. There's been no update. Nobody know where she is. And her father is in distress and trying to find out her whereabouts. And what makes it even particularly frustrating is that in recent times, a lot of things like this have been happening at the universities across the island, where young ladies, them going at the taxi, them get robbed. Young men, the same thing. We even saw some time ago that a brother was trying to flee from a robbery attempt at from a taxi man, and when him jump out of the car, because him a run for him life, him end up literally breaking him neck because him did must land in some ditch. And so imagine you flee for your life and you end up lose, you end up breaking it because you're trying to escape danger. And so that just, and I think it's something that rests easy with me because being to school, been to college, and you can't imagine like what that young lady I got through. What do you think she might have been going through, right? Like as a female in terms of like taking transportation. What are some of the things that go through with your mind when you think about that?
I think about taking transportation in general.
Yeah. As a female, some of the things.
You're always very cautious of your surrounding, you always think about what can happen, and you just have to be vigilant at all points. But I mean, she's visually impaired,
yeah.
So that's already a limiting factor for her. So I can just imagine her trying to just navigate that, and just thinking about what could potentially happen. That is, I don't even.
The reality is that so much of Jamaica depends on public transportation to get to work, to get to school, to go about their everyday lives. And the reality is that there's a certain level of trust that our pedestrians take when we do invest this $100 in a town for take taxi.
Yeah.
You get me? I say, or what or take taxi, route taxi, bus, whatever. There is a certain level of trust that we do invest into our public transportation. So
and I mean, it can be scary sometimes, especially at night.
Right.
And for those of you, I think I'm going to try to show a picture of her. So this is the young lady. Hopefully you not see it properly, but this is the young lady, Jasmine Dean, that is missing at the moment.
If you guys have any information or seen or heard or know of anything, just please call the police. They're still looking for her, and love for it to be a happy ending where they find her and nothing wrong with her and everything good. So if you
so they're saying you can call the Mona police at 927-2298. She was last seen in a white blouse and a blue jeans, and she is 22 years old. Last seen Papi in Kingston.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like them something here just make me just get very upset every time I think about it. Come here, try to wonder what could have make somebody actually want, like why somebody don't want to, like what was the motive? It's not like she walk around in $1 million on top, or like why is it just?
I don't even want to look at it as, you see, because we don't know what the final what happened. I don't even want to speculate and say she was abducted. We just want she alright. The phone battery died and she alright. We still find her. We don't want to think about
what could
because she's still out there missing. We just want them to find her. I don't want to put a story to what could have, should have, would have. I just want to find her.
Yeah, the other day I was actually I had to like jump on jump on a robot taxi, and while I was at the bus stop, end up happening. I say a young lady, she was there before me, and a taxi man stepped there, and he must say like for 3 whatever, and Mrs. like, and 2 other girls were there, them never move, and it wasn't until I jumped into the taxi, the girl jumped in, and it's when me I sit down and me I say, oh wow, like even like women have to play this game where it's a taxi can't just show up on bus stop, so I'm just take up myself go there. Because I think the taxi empty, you just jump in the seat, and I realized that she had to wait until she's like 2 guys enter where I live from the same place. What kind of give her?
I want to tell us that there is different things too, because I wouldn't jump in if me see two guys.
And it was just too random, it's just like she could have told say it's
a
like
woman, and I said there's so much things that goes to your head, like I mean, me need to jump in, me need to say a woman and a man, and sometimes they can't have trust that.
Because sometimes I'm a part of the plan and stuff.
Sometimes I'm a part of the plan, so you just have to be careful.
There is also the factor that people don't want to jump into an empty taxi because enough of the taxi man them have this game when they come to talk about one already, when they look in there, nobody in there. So people so generally people like if me see a taxi will have nobody and then me see a taxi with literally one already, I go jump in on one already. So unless you have this type of conversation, but I do know that there are moments when you're going to have ladies who don't want to go into a taxi unless them she say, alright, someone.
There's a woman and some there like I'm saying the same thing in one taxi already. I didn't have the motor for tell the driver, and I was like, yo driver, the woman are going in the car because peer man in here. And the man them in here look grimy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like the person there at the front seat, even though it's not nothing, but the way him look, him have a certain. So when you think about a woman who are looking who stand up at the bus stop and then you land there looking and you see a peer grimy looking man, she not gonna feel like yo me must jump in when she looking and she see a peer man at the car, and it's because of how these type of scenarios that have been happening in Jamaica make a lot of women very fearful of just like taking public transportation. I don't know, but then okay, there's another story as well. I want to touch upon. You say basically you see the video, but you see the images with the 4 young men who were brandishing firearms. But I really want to mention, the word machines. Let's use what?
4 young men are doing what?
Yeah.
They were brandishing.
Where?
So
machines.
it's a video circulating to them recorded. So just picture say you have your
how old them look?
Like
young.
Like high schoolers.
Young, like I think none of them past 20. Like they're probably like 15,
like
16, them something there. Says that they're in one backyard and somebody just have the machine and a pass around. Like, oh yeah, you don't know, chop, we are on the place, stop this, them type of conversations there. That's what it was, that's what they are going around. And when I see it, I was just like, them youth, and I realized, say, at 2020, on the show, on the face, I
don't understand. First of all, why do it? Second of all, why do it and record it? And then, I don't know. What got through your head? Like, there's nothing that you put on the internet that is private or kept private. Once it's out there, it's out there. 1 and 2. Why is the big deal with having this thing run around? Why you need to do that? Like, what got through your head at that point? So I don't understand.
Gun culture in Jamaica is very, very layered. We know this. We talk about dancehall, and in no way am I going to say that dancehall music is a contributor to.
Well, me I gonna say it is a contributor. I mean, I gonna say it's all the reason, but it is. Because I think for me, thing is just like.
I think music in general.
I think music, but it's for the persons who that message resonates with.
What I will say is that dancehall music is a reflection of people's reality, right?
Some. Because some people don't have that reality, but because they hear it, they create the reality for them.
But the thing is, a lot of people who hear this music can reflect, like a lot of people can resonate with the message. You get me? I said. So I'm not necessarily going to point finger and say, yeah, dance is the reason I'm going in the country.
That's not the reason why, right. But it's
But I do know that people do have that resonation with with the type of message, because reality is sometimes, and a lot of the times, reality is stranger than fiction. So sometimes some of the things we hear in a dancehall might actually be a lot softer than the reality that people actually live in.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say that I'm not going to say that dancehall is the reason why we have gun violence.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, but I think so for the people who are very susceptible to certain influences, it can play a part, because I tell you, for me, I'm like a quote unquote middle class life. When I hear a certain song about Mara fly and certain things, that come like a movie me I watch. So immediately, because me never grew up to the life where you have to run and eat the bed 24/7. Right. So when me hear now, when you there one dance and I'm play the Batman song, they might just blah 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 blah. It's a fun little experience, but then you think about it, because I've been in spaces now where I buck up some friends where that's a for them life. where when them sing the song, them have a memory for go back at it, So when we hear the song I talk about Marfly, me I like, yo, I have some music, I have some Grammy friend, where them listen to them song there, forget on the element. I'm like, can you imagine their own people in here, them say, yo, a long time, I'm gonna send you somebody. Like they're like talking about those stuff. And when you hear them talk about it, you see them play the song them. Like them play some of the grimiest underground song. I mean I said, boom, but why? The song literally about them life, like this is it. And it's like them get into this energy. And when you do that now, it sometimes can create a cool factor where you don't realize so what you're doing is might be very messed up. So you get a confidence because literally when you go in a lot of dances, if you go in some area, so them have to big up the bad man them.
No, of course.
Like and of course I'm gonna mention say yo crime and violence and stop that. But in the same breath I'm gonna like yo I don't know say yo ginger fly there in the building and I want to big up on yeah. And that's so
I don't know say bad dog and anthrax in the building.
And so you think for some of these young men that sit and on top of that you think about parenting and a lot of them don't grow up with that sense of family and structure, and where them find this family is in all of these gangs, and it becomes them new community and them home for them to I guess showcase their masculinity and their strength and stuff. And me just feel bad come and say, yo, them youth when you look on them a pick,
Right.
And somebody had a conversation with me and told me that yo, there's no more gunmen anymore, a gun boy. Like, cause if you find out the ages, of some of these people who do some of the most gruesome things in this country. Some little 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, and your mind you think some big man, no, some little big man.
Can I tell you, sometimes though, as I say, it's a reflection of the environment that you grew up in, and at times it's a lack of the parenting. Sometimes,
most of the time.
Most times a lack of the parenting and guidance, and sometimes they feel as though that's the only way they have to go in order to survive and eat. They don't have no guidance for say, alright, school. You leave school, you go to college, you leave college, you go try to get like that is non-existent to some people. Is that them grow up and them go school up until a certain point, but in order now to survive, in order to eat, in order to get money to do anything, that's the faster way. It's not saying it's right, but the unfortunate reality is that is what tends to happen.
And it's the only place that they get to call home and have this family structure.
Yeah.
Because you think about some of these gangs and stuff, it's not just one bag of man that's make mischief. You think about how they protect each other, how they make sure say everybody them get some money, it's split between everybody. And sometimes a lot of these youngsters, them first time being a part of a space like that, where them feel included, valuable, and supported.
Right.
And so when you look upon it now, you say, why, yo, you're up to the streets and you're getting to this place where somebody might put a thing in your hand, a machine in your hand, but the same person will check in and say, yo, you want a new shoes?
Right.
We're going to a little flex, we're going to a little dance, and then look something, you see some girl will make your body now. And I
said that right there is what allows the bigger influences to influence the young boy, the gun boy, isn't it? Like they
prey on their vulnerability.
Yeah, prey on their vulnerability. Abuse their weakness. You get me, and get them into this type of lifestyle from early.
Yeah, and that's why I keep on say like to the parents who are on the live and people who want to have kids one day. I always say like, yo, the job of a parent is like it's probably one of the most ridiculously complex and important thing that you could ever do, because when you think about you have to make sure say you raise a child not just for you, but for who you ever release into the universe for deal with other people, humans.
The worst part is some of the parents not even ready to be parents yet.
So
some of them still have some development that needs to happen. Some of them have some issues that they need to work on first. So they bring the child into this world, and then they can't help themselves. They can't help the child. The child come out. The child is just like it's just a cycle.
My brother once said kids should not have kids, and that was a very profound statement because the reality is, like me, as I get older and I see the type of mental state that a lot of my older family is in, I realize that honestly I carry pity feelings over some ridiculous things, you get me? And much better off than enough people in a certain places, and that's why, even when I run joke with some of my friends them, and we talk about getting on and something, they always at the end of the day, you can't catch me out of road dog boots, Is it me? Because one little mistake, boom, bam, something breed, boom. and then if I'm in a position and then why?
And you're not able to take care of your
understand.
child now, and then your child end up in a situation where you're literally out on the streets, have to fend for yourself, and then grow up with a certain level of anger, with a lot of pain, and somebody just come and say, yo, let me show you the way. I dare say it happen now and even cause a problem to somebody else.
And it's snowball.
So let me know when some of the people them on the live, when you can leave a comment and let me know if you not agree. Big up yourself, Tamika McGregor. Jacqueline Dixon Lawrence, she says, I agree with you that dancehall music, but we all as Jamaicans have a part of the play our responsibility of what is going on. And yes, in opinion, it's all starting from the home. And yes, in my opinion, Jamaica doesn't know. Yeah, somebody said hello from Orlando, Florida, Duttyberry and Yardman. Oh, so this is Rushelin, Yardman, and yeah, Dutty over here. So, Kay and James, I pray to God she's safe. Yes, we hope that she'll be, returned home safe. And someone said Nadira Phillips says, true, I have been in a situation like that and I fret the whole entire time in the taxi. Because some of them taxi man, they in the car and them just make a little detour sometime. And you say, yo, I don't know the route here, what the box with this about?
Is it right?
Yeah, that's one of the craziest feelings.
I shouldn't even laugh at that, but I know that a lot of our comedians have made jokes about
yeah,
that.
they do that,
and you know,
worse if you're the only person.
Have you seen those skits like how you react when you see the taxi man make a wrong turn?
Yeah, like Voldemort did a video like that recently. Okay, so let me see if anybody else had anything else to say. You can leave a comment now, come here and check. I'm checking to see what you guys have to say. Oh, South Africa, big up yourself, Natasha. Unloved and parentless children lead to gun boys who commit crime and violence. Okay, yeah. Antoinette Williams says she's praying that Jasmine is safe. Same thing too. Janelle says she's praying photos, so she's hoping for the best. Yeah, man. So if you go on Twitter or wherever and you search for Jasmine Dean, you will see her picture and you can retweet and just get the words out there. And if you get the information, ensure that you just contact the police.
Yes, let us all try to help play our part. Any information at all, contact the police.
Yeah. So I think this is where we're going to wrap up.
Wait. There's this other story.
Yeah.
We saw where this in the Star there's this boy who came and he was basically expressing himself and saying that he wants to be a chef and his mother he said that his parents died when he was younger and he's been living with his grandma. His grandma died I think in 2017 and he's just been on the road and yada and he wanted people for help and people were starting from
was
that
a young
story.
kid?
And he was from in his teens. So from that story, persons know where some were helping, some gearing up to help and things. Like a couple days later, a lady came out and released a statement to say that she's his mom and his parents don't dead and she and him close and him did their yard the other day and so people are just like, wait, your parents dead or your parents are dead?
It was a scam?
We still don't know because now this lady is now saying that she's his mom and the story that him tell is like
fabricated,
parents not dead and him there. But then you have other persons now who are witnessing and saying that listen, I know this guy from the same community who grew up in and I never yet seen with a parent and he really need the help, so if not help him, yeah. So like in a situation like that now where you did already commit for help him, but then you hear a second side to the story where you don't know if the lady is really your mother or not. Like what would you do? Would you still try to help?
I'd try to do my own research. I'd try to do my own research because there are sides of the story and there are people who say if he was connected to a school and whatever organization, say just like if there was somebody who used to come at PTA meeting 3 months so. But you do look at research and it not take that much.
Because action according to the people in the community.
Because appearance, I can understand appearance, like appearance probably, Jamaican parents, they don't like being embarrassed publicly.
Yeah,
so regardless of not if them in your life, when things reach out, they're going to be like, no man, but they always did it.
Right.
So we can understand that happening.
If it's a situation where his parents were actually demoed, his mother is actually around, but she's not contributing the way that he wants to, I would have preferred if he actually told the truth because boy who called wolf, situation. You get me? I say better you say boy right now mother there and things now she not in a position to help me live the dream that I want to live. You get me? I say if that was the story that was being told then I'm like, alright.
Yeah, because now everybody confused as to your mother, your parents that are not, is this lady really your mother? Is this lady just come to cause mischief? And another side to it is that the lady couldn't just wait till him get when I get time I get the help now for go to school. You know, forget all of this, all of a sudden she come on stop him shine. But there's so many sides to it, it's crazy, you should look into it.
Yeah, when them something I always have to just trust the spirit. I do the same thing when I'm there road and some man are beg and stuff and me I hope so them not take the money. Figure, you know, like for take time go buy all kind of substances when you know, or them, you know, can them tell you the story about how them there hospital and them need this, and sometimes I have to really just hope. I have to just like talk to myself and say, if I take the money and give, I really hope say it's for your worthy cause and for exactly what you say it is, and not because you're gonna take the money, go waste on gambling and them because So I try for those sometimes I just connect with you got your spirit, your gut.
Yeah, gut feeling.
Yeah, you just try for those your instinct and just try to tap into that.
Or if you help somebody, help them out of the goodness of your heart.
And say, well, if I lie, the universe will get you.
See if they said anything about it.
Hey, everybody's at the comments them still coming. I guess I don't know if they're watching it delayed, but they're still talking about like the guys and stuff. Well, I think I talked enough. So thank you so much everybody for watching this video. Make sure you leave a comment and also to hit the like button, and you know, if you're as usual, if you're new, which you should be here already, you subscribe to the channel. This is Rushlin. You can find her at
Rushlin, ROCHIELIN, on YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah, she's a YouTuber as well, and very, 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 very savage. Her clap back them, wicked, ruthless. She will annihilate you with a smile. And over there, so is nobody that needs to be mentioned. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap the video.
I don't know. I don't know why they buried deal with me so often. I don't know. Yardman Ethan. You can find me at Yardman Ethan on YouTube. Subscribe to me and all these things. Yeah.
But remember, if you have any information about the Jasmine, please contact the police.
You know, the last thing I want to say about this is we have a lot of Jamaicans in the diaspora. That have worked, I don't even want to say worked, that have a certain idea of Jamaica because of what their parents tell them. So they don't have like first-hand experience, but them parents, you know, and sometimes understandably so, have a certain image of Jamaica with all the craziness that's going on, you know. And it really does not help with the country's image with all this crime, violence, and you know, things going on. As we spoke about teenage boys running around with machines. We spoke about, you know, women having to you know, guess if them can even trust, you know, public transportation. You know, it's a why? You know?
Yeah, separate apart from all of that thing, them something will go on. Jamaica is still a lovely place.
Yep.
And a lot of positive things are happening. Yeah, and I forgot say, you know, RIP to Brian Cummings. I don't know if you know the Observer photographer. He passed away today. And a lot of persons in the industry know him because he always set the pictures them of Usain Bolt and Asafa Powell and Veronica Campbell Brown. When you watch the Olympics and the World Championships, you normally get them good images race the next day on the Observer. A lot of people in the industry them know him. And so RIP to him and his family, you know, condolences. And yeah, that's the note I'm gonna end on. So hopefully you enjoy this video. It's a different flex. I like to reason with my friend him and to talk about things outside of just the usual Ray. So peace out and see you next time for I think the next video I'm going to upload it tomorrow is my interview with I Heart Money part 2. So look out for that as well. Alright? Peace out. Rush into the good thing I come up the mic. They come up you can't walk towards it and
I feel like right as
yeah, man, they walk towards it and go
right as I show.
Wow.
Wow, you
oh, just go around and just hang up. Okay, go around and just like hang up the light. The 10?
If you want to charge it on.
The 10?
No, wait.